decided to bench Matthias Cunha. And for the first time, Ruben Amorim has decided to give a debut to the goalkeeper, Sanye Lamens. He signed from Norwich.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
He's still a kind of a coach who has not really necessarily gotten his starting lineup very well.
Yeah.
And he's still experimenting. Even in today's match, going by the lineup that he has just released to us, it tells a story of literally gambling. He has not reaffirmed who is to start from the bench. And every time he starts a player and the player makes a mistake, he tends to feel that he's not the rightful player to start. And you see, that's the wrong way of starting player. We have seen a player who grows through games.
Yeah.
You can make your first game a mistake and then come the second game, correct it. And that's how it has been happening. So as to say, him gambling with this player is actually becoming so costful sometimes because you not necessarily understand his style of play. And he will not even him know who is to start with. And it gives an advantage to any opponent that Manchester United is facing. To me, Matthias Cunha work rate, and that is my own opinion, has been quite encouraging. The only thing that he just needed is to be spoken to and also to make him understand that he's no longer playing alone in that particular team. It's a teamwork. At times when you are in a prime space, you can actually try
to pass the ball, not shoot.
So don't each and every time think that when you get that ball, it's you to score. Same thing should also be done to Mbeumo. But and again, Mbeumo, I have seen him passing. So as not to deny the likes of Benjamin Sesko those balls when he requires. This team of Manchester United has got one of the world-class players that has giving results elsewhere where they are coming from. And they have been playing very good in their club. It's only actually bringing them, it takes a tactician like Amorim, if he can just in these are back in his dressing room. Speak to this player, let them, it's not now all about skills. If it's skills they have, if it whatever that it takes to carry the balls and whatever in that particular field they have. So just to organize them, let them start working as a unit. And the moment they realize that if we work as a team, the 11 of us, we put our asset together, we can start actually harvesting results, is where now they will start seeing the thing that they have been looking for in that particular team.
And the other time, remember, and I get you, the other time, remember that Ahmad was not in. He had suffered a misfortune of someone close to them had passed on.
Yes.
So he had gone to the village. So Ahmad is back in the team. And of course, that means that Patrick Dorgu has to go to the bench.
Yes.
And Mason Mount starts. What does Mason Mount bring? Energy, skill set, or tracking?
Mount also like pulling players closer to himself. I think the creativity that he brings in that particular team is what he... the likes of Amorim is looking for. Remember, Mount is a player who does not necessarily shy off from holding that ball for so long. And at times that holding that ball is what has been costing him injuries.
Yes.
When he holds that ball, he invites 2-3 players from from opposing team, that creating spaces for the likes of Ahmad to run into. So I think he's looking for some kind of a player who will be creating that required spaces for the likes of Ahmad, the likes of Mbeumo to run into, if he's looking for the goals that Manchester United are really yearning for. And the necessarily skill that this the likes of Mount will bring, also the value that he has is that when he's in front of goal and gotten a chance, he is not shy of actually trying to hit the target. And that's a kind of a player that you will want in a team at any given point. A player who can take on the target and he can take on players. You take on 1, 2, 3 player, leave behind 1, 2, 3 player in that defensive line of the opposing team, you find some spaces actually to pass and create chances for scoring for your team. And that's what the Manchester United has been looking for. I think him coming in, he's bringing a value that will not necessarily work for his team, but also will work for his teammates, if moving forward and looking for goals that will give them a chance to maybe, and I put it maybe, I'd emphasize on that particular maybe, try to pump in goals.
Okay, you've said maybe.
Yes.
3 times. Yes. Because you doubt the Red Devils. I know you. Now, the question to you is, what is your prediction?
It's too hard to call, but Manchester United will win.
Thank you very much. Now, let's go to the next, to the just concluded match. Full-time, Leeds 1, Tottenham 2. This Leeds side looked like a proper Premier League side, isn't it?
It is. It has roped in some good players. Remember, they have the likes of Akofu, they have the likes of Ampadu. Those are the world-class players. I have seen them playing for their national team at the World Cup stature. They have also the Harry Jackson.
Harrison
Jackson. Those are players that actually, when the lead was promoted the previous season, he was with the team. Again, he has come back with the team with the experience that he brings into this particular team is so much required. So watching these Leeds actually playing, I'm like, it's just a matter of time before it now becomes a full camouflage team, a full colored team for Premier League. But even if you look at the log where it stands right now, it is not languishing like any other we are seeing team being promoted from NFL. It's far away from the relegation. And remember, it's only 7 matches deep into the league. It tells you a story that a team that came in prepared, kind of players that they roped in with the purpose of knowing which kind of league that they are going to face. And also the ghosts of their previous season where they came and relegated immediately was not necessary, was one of the answers that they happen actually to get. And right now, while they are playing this Tottenham, this is not the Tottenham that people saw last season. Remember, last season Tottenham was so depleted with a lot of injuries. Even when people could castigate the likes of Postecoglou, what they didn't know that Postecoglou at some point was actually forced to play with the makeshift team. Majority of his players were on injury. But right now, as we speak, Tottenham actually is in full house. However, they are defense line, the likes of Van der Ven, Romero, they are now pairing on. Undoji is back. Last season, I remember he actually suffered a very long-term injury. But right now, he's back and is playing. So them playing Tottenham and putting in the energy that we have seen, the kind of qualities that they are playing against, it's all on its own a statement to any other team that is going to be faced Leeds moving forward.
So, you've given us a prediction of United. What's your prediction against West Ham for Arsenal?
That's an obvious currently, given the form that Arsenal is carrying.
It can't be obvious because West Ham has beaten Arsenal in the league for the last 2 seasons. It's a derby.
That was a history. But that history does not stand to today's prediction. Reason being, Arsenal, the quality that
Are you a quasi-Arsenal fan?
No. I'm looking at the kind of quality that Arsenal has roped in of late.
Okay.
If it was last season, I will literally tell you that blinking my eye, that Arsenal is going either to get a draw or even be defeated, because it was a 50-50 kind of. And I think what Arteta has done, he has done something that if he goes and loses against a team of West Ham caliber right now, people are talking of Arteta, if not taking the league, he will be sacked. His statement of being sacked will culminate from today's match if he goes on and loses against West Ham because of the quality he has currently.
All right. You've said it very clearly, and I've told you that West Ham have never been pushovers against Arsenal. But they are in a precarious situation. Remember, they have a new coach.
They have a new coach. They have not necessarily changed so much, but they have also lost quality.
Okay.
Remember, one of the quality that... and we have seen what that quality can do.
Yeah.
So, they did not think of replacing quality vis-a-vis losing quality. They thought that maybe they are still just okay and they can move on with the player that they have. The quality, the kind of player that they brought in does not necessarily match the quality they lost.
Okay.
Looking at their midfield, okay, they have the likes of Paqueta, but Paqueta alone will not be able to torment the likes of Declan Rice in that midfield, Odegaard, and now Eze, who has been introduced in Arsenal midfield. Remember, the formation that Arsenal is playing against these guys is all about creativity. Each and every, even the forward line, apart from Gyökeres, the player who are playing the pair who is playing, who actually sandwiching Gyökeres, they are creative players. So each and every time you are meeting a bowler, either if you are not causing a free kick, which is so danger to you, you are losing out. This person is actually losing out your marker and creating some dangerous SS into your box. It is a team that is complete to me. A team that carries the quality that anyone would want to watch. Even you are Manchester United, you love to watch Arsenal play.
I do not watch Arsenal.
You will love to watch. Leave alone. No, what I mean, these players just put on a different jersey that are not written on their back or on their chest, Arsenal.
Yes.
They are now wearing Manchester United. You will love them playing, truly, because of the quality they have. And they play good soccer. So if they go ahead and lose against a team of West Ham caliber, and I'm telling you for free, you will hear some sentiments coming from different quarters that will be castigating Arteta starting from today's match, if at all he goes ahead and loses against Arsenal.
Okay. You've actually brought it to a nice end. Let's go for a bit of music from DJ Champs, because DJ Champs is going to mix very good music as we watch the two matches concurrently, because Manchester United versus the Black Cats of Sunderland is just about to kick off. At the same time, the great, not so great Arsenal versus West Ham. I said not so great Arsenal versus West Ham. But before I give DJ Champs to mix for us some of the best music we are going to have, because it's a party afternoon, let me give you guys a shout out to people who are joined us. Of course, Ricardo Masterman, asante sana for joining. Chesir Barayan, John Kinyanjui, Robert Niro, Kipkurui Mutai, Eric Njoroge, Yaya Kwadzo Abu, Betty Vugusta, Peter Murgor, Kirui Vicky, Paul Gasheru, Chris Bitok Tobiko, Ketoyo Nicholas, we see you, Achievement Ngu, Genius Chemor Haron, Courtney Maddox, Bokaye Attribute, and Dakan Olo. Thank you for joining us, and many more who are writing to us. Thank you, Sana. Bernard Juma, remember you said Leeds will win 2-1 in that prediction of the match that just ended, so you've lost that prediction. Tottenham has won 2-1, so now you can give us a prediction for Arsenal versus West Ham and Man United versus the Black Cats of definitely Sunderland. But also, before I usher in Black Gypsy DJ Cham himself, let me say a big shout out to Keith Aziel Wanyonyi, Walter Otieno, Edward Ogendi Okach, Baba Sumta, Boniface Boniki Manzi, Francis Onyango, Lois Ngina, Stan Lee, Duncan Olo, Mambil Joffrey, Nix TJ, Oliver Nyaoke, Malok Muchwizi, Kibet Koech, and Kemei Chesk, among others. And finally, there's a couple of other guys who I know will feel very bad if I don't mention them. Of course, Cecil Aguero, I see you, Clinton Ondigi, and Adam Omanyo, Eddie Sefa Ata, Fred Bazoo, and Jared Kagaka, Bebo Yugi with your wife Judy. You said you're watching from Kisii. Asante Nisana. Keep listening. Of course, I usher in the Super DJ Champs on the 1 and 2s as we bring these beautiful matches together. Keep watching. It's a Saturday Pitchside with your host CEO Charles Otieno and Cedric Musumba and Rogers Eshitemi.